had some kind of week, and I really need some inspiration and perspective. So, here are some of my favorite people.
Freedom for me is waking up in the morning and going to sleep at night, and in between doing exactly what I want to do.
How you know you're an artist? That's the main question. And to know if you're an artist or not is like a breathing. You don't question breathing. You have to breathe, otherwise you just die, so you breathe. So if you wake up in the morning and you have some ideas and you have to make them, and this become like a kind of almost obsession, and you have to create, and you have this urge to create, you're definitely an artist.
I couldn't breathe doing anything else.
Yeah.
Like there's no alternative. I don't want anything. I don't want a house and a car and a boat. I just want to play the game.
To start a business, to enter into a career, to become successful at it, you have to have a fire inside of you. You have to have a need to achieve. It's so hard to actually do something if you don't have to.
And you have to be mentally strong. It's scary. It's by yourself. Either you're in the right place or you're not.
But you need the courage.
In life, you should only ever be doing one of two things, and that is figuring out what you're most passionate about, like finding your dreams in life. And then two, realizing those passions, realizing those dreams.
There is no reason to do shit you hate. None. Whatever you need to do, do it. Look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do I want to do every day for the rest of my life? Do that.
Every time I've sort of made a big decision on what I wanted to do in life, or I've discovered a passion, it's been then like years of pain and years of struggle to realize, or to even get myself on the course to realize that. It took me a decade before I figured out how to make a living at it.
Being who you are is just part of your DNA, being an entrepreneur, being authentic to what your DNA is.
Permission is not worrying about what the inner circle thinks.
It's about energy that you cannot learn, that you have to have it. It's something that is just there when you're born. But
I'm here, all of my dreams and aspirations are here, and the only thing in between these two is a bunch of work. So tackling that work is a way of moving this needle. That's all the motivation I need. I love progress.
Is to shake off this erroneous notion that life is there and you're just going to live in it, versus embrace it, change it, improve it, make your mark upon it.
When I'm on and fired up, my capacity seems exponentially greater.
And that is to absolutely fixate on what it is that I want to be doing all day long, every day. Now, is this exactly where I want to be? I can always be really confident in my actions because I know that my ambition is true.
Suffocate out bullshit and excuses, right?
to be a great artist, it's all different types of rules. And you really have to kind of, it's like you're obsessed. It's like it's nothing else in your mind till you realize the work, and this complexity of the intensity of that you put into work.
Right, it's what you do in those 18 hours, not what you do in your rest time.
Yeah.
And I just went in a cocoon, and I just worked every minute, and I didn't even think about popping out until I was 32. If you can, you should. I've got kids emailing me like, Gary, thank you so much. I love your videos. You inspire me when I'm super down. I almost gave up last week. Yeah, I've been doing my new business for about 4 months, and I hit a real wall. I'm like, what's the fucking matter with you? 4 months? You didn't hit a wall. You haven't even gotten out the gate.
I guess all of us have this need or want to succeed in some way, but when you fail at something, especially when it's like a dramatic fail, you really makes you stop and take count and think, like, why did I fail? Like, how can I avoid this?
I think the great artists have to be ready to fail.
It seems like every successful entrepreneur you talk to has that pinch moment where the forces of resistance mount up, and then they test you to see if you're really for real.
I think that it's always the toughest times in your life that define who you are, much more so than the easiest times or the best times.
If you're focused on what your mission will do to the things that you love, including yourself, but beyond yourself as well, you'll have a lot more fire and a lot more passion to do it. I think it's an important part of the why. Never give up, never surrender. It wasn't even an option. It didn't even play in their mind.
You can punch me in the face 8,000 times. I'm here to get punched.
Keep yourself extremely busy. As long as you're doing something, you will find your path. It's when you get lazy that everything becomes skewed, everything becomes gray or foggy.
The idea of just becoming this disciplined machine that's out there to try to kick ass in this life and be self-actualized, so hard to pull off.
It's comfortable. That comfort breeds complacency, and that complacency breeds stagnation.
The call of the bed is strong. The warm bed, and just, let me just hit fucking snooze in this alarm clock and get 9 more minutes.
Natural talent, luck, and determination. Natural talent is highly overrated. It's determination, determination, determination.
The real artists, always change their territories and they go to the land they've never been.
The most dangerous thing you can do in your career, the most dangerous thing you can do in life is play it safe.
And there is unknown territory, and then you can fail and you can risk. And that failure actually is what makes this extra.
I want to talk about risk. As a guiding principle, life shrinks and life expands in direct proportion to your willingness to assume risk.
If I'm really afraid of idea, this is exactly the point I have to go.
And my rule is that the right time is always right now.
Because if you do things you like, you never change. But if you do things that you don't know, the things you're afraid of, something really different, then it's really important to go to this different pattern and something different happen.
Yeah, I've made some really stupid decisions in my career for my entire career. On a broad plane, they've all worked out. Every time I've quit my jobs, which I've done every time I've had a job, people that I trust most, the people that I love, all advised against it. Every time I took these bigger risks, the opportunity for a larger payout was always there. It's like identifying risk, identifying fear, and then just smashing through it. A fear is looking back and wishing that I had done these things.
When you become routine, that is the end of everything.
Seneca said, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. If you know what you want to do, no big deal. You just commit your entire life to doing it, and you'll either get really close or you'll die trying.
How do you get insular and know what you're doing for yourself? For yourself.
I thrive on the constant stress that is having more things that I need to do than I have time to do them. I always keep a backlog of things that I need to do just in case I have a free moment so I can do that.
It's easier to, on the back of that, it's easier to steer something that's already moving. If you're just static and stationary, it's so hard to build momentum.
You're drawing with your right hand and you're getting better and better. You can draw anything you want, immediately change to the left hand. When you become routine, that is the end of everything.
There's more than enough negativity in this world, and negativity doesn't feel good. Negativity is just easy. So if you put in the time to work hard at being positive and being optimistic, it's a much better life, but it does take more work. Life is like this super temporary, mega fragile thing. You only get like a nugget of time to really pursue the things you care about. There's always someone that has it worse than you do.
Who's guaranteed to live to 60? I mean, I might die tomorrow. You know, so what am I supposed to do? Save myself for what? I want to, know that I gave all I have every day, because tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Did I give it my best? Did I do what I know I can do?
And nothing else. That's it.
Once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use.
Life is very good.
It is indeed.
I'll be up here, I don't care.